Coming up next on Softball 360, presented by USA Softball. The USA Softball Women's National Team is coming in at full speed. With the 2020 Olympics on the horizon, discover how they prepare for a season with massive implications. Highlights from Border Battle 9 as the Team USA men greet our neighbors to the north, Team Canada. And later, the inaugural slow pitch showdown between the women from USA and Canada. Venus Taylor checks in with some secrets to a softball scholarship as she shares a tailor-made tip to help upgrade your game. And what happens when USA Softball and Major League Baseball come together? The result is the Play Ball Initiative, one of the best programs to get young players on the field in the game as they learn to play ball. Ready to rock and fire? Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, starts right now.
Greetings everyone, and welcome to Softball 360. We're here to see the best of the best compete on the center stage. Greetings and welcome softball fans. This is Softball 360 presented by USA Softball. I'm your host, Jenny Finch, your guide for the summer of softball, and it's already been a busy summer for the ladies of Team USA. Let's go take a behind the scenes look at what it takes to compete against the world's best.
Playing for the Stars and Stripes is a massive responsibility. The culmination of years of hard work, all for a game that requires athletic skills, good fortune, and plenty of passion.
It's something to fight for, to play for, and all those things, and to know that I can be a part of it through this process. Like I have more in me, and I want to get it out every single day. I want to keep improving, and I want to keep fighting to be on that field.
But this season, the bar continues to get higher, and now the goal is far more intense. The 2020 Olympic Games loom large, and for Team USA, now is the time to get ready.
So it means absolutely everything, like something we dreamed of, we have the dream back, we're able to strive for something bigger than just the college level. We're able to go higher and we're play for longer, and it's just amazing. I can't really explain it because it's been a dream for so long.
The journey for Team USA began back in January at selection camp in Clearwater, Florida. At the Eddie Seymour Complex, team chemistry and leadership were starting to emerge.
It's not just the talent on the ball field, but putting together the part of winning in the dugout and winning in the locker room, and that enhances the opportunity for us to win on the field itself. So it's just a complete evaluation of the process, and it's really interesting to see them interact and how they work together also, and combine that with the talent, combine that with the productivity measurements on the field. We're trying to come up with the best unit we can.
Later, a series of exhibition games lead Team USA to the World Cup of Softball. The nations from around the globe traveled to the softball capital of the world, Oklahoma City. The 8 teams came to test and be tested in a grand softball extravaganza. Fans just about need a passport to go from field to field as the international appeal of softball is on display.
It's awesome. Like, all these girls are so great. They work so hard, and it shows on the field.
These are the best softball players in the world, and the action on the field reflects that.
USA! USA! USA!
In a game with the USA Junior National Team, there was no doubt that Team USA is ready. They also know what is expected from them this season.
I like their relentlessness. I like our pitchers are pounding the zone. We haven't walked a lot of people, haven't given up a lot of freebies. So we're kind of moving in a pretty good direction, getting ready for the qualifier down in Dominican. And it's going to be a tough decision for the selection committee to get down to those 15 people.
Up next for Team USA, a trip overseas for the Japan Cup, and what just might be a preview of the 2020 Olympics.
But it's such an honor. It really is not only just makes you want to play the best, but it also makes you want to be a great representative as a person. Like, I'm representing the United States of America, so it's an awesome honor.
You want to go out there and do your best and play for your country and play for your teammates and everything you've worked for up to this point. Like, this is it, and shoulders back, like, here we go. The flame is lit again, and like, you know, we all have that opportunity, an opportunity that, you know, brings a fire to me, which then, you know, when I teach and when I give that to younger kids, it's going to bring a fire into them that they could have a possible opportunity too in the future for that, which is, it's awesome.
One of my most favorite Olympic memories is walking into the Bird's Nest in 2008. And here we were, all as one, Team USA, marching through that tunnel, and we all started chanting Team USA before we walked out into opening ceremonies. And I missed opening ceremonies in 2004 because we had a game the next day, and so to be able just to walk in as one with all of the other USA athletes and walk out into that stadium was surreal. It's something that I will never ever forget.
Still ahead, highlights from Border Battle 9 as Team USA and Team Canada resume a friendly rivalry with a new twist. The first ever slow pitch matchup between the women of USA and Canada. The USA fast pitch national team are ready to dig in for gold in Whitehorse, Canada. We'll meet a few of the players to watch and discover what got them to the top of their game. And the world's greatest softball home run hitters are prepping for a duel in the desert. A special pregame show in Las Vegas at the home of the Vegas 51s with special guest slugger Jose Canseco. Here's a look at the rest of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour schedule.
Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is brought to you by Easton Sports. There is a difference, and the difference is Easton. By Monster, the highest performance softball bats on the planet. And by Worth Sports. Elevate your level of play with innovative high-performance equipment.
It's time to preview our highly anticipated border battle as we take on our rivals up north, USA versus Canada. And for the first time ever, USA Softball will be featuring a women's national slow pitch team.
For close to a decade, these two softball giants have engaged in a friendly but intense rivalry. Over the years, the competition heated up. Team Canada and Team USA, the border battle. At the border battle, there are many conditions you can be assured of. Prime field and playing condition for sure. And the teams and the players come prepared to proudly represent their country. At Border Battle 9, those trends continue.
Well, it's taken on a life of its own. Everybody knows what's going on, expects it. To be selected even 9 years in is a huge deal. You know, we're at the point where some of the guys who started it, we've got some turnover. We're seeing the younger guys make the teams. It's become just a great event.
This year, a new twist at the border battle. The Team USA women's team took to the field to battle with their neighbors to the north, the ladies from Team Canada.
Yeah, they're very kind of understanding the situation, understanding they're the first team to be here, so they're carrying a lot of pressure. This team is all built on defense. Everybody talks about the offense, but you saw right there they threw up a 0. They run a 5-man as well as any men's team in the country. We have 2 phenomenal pitchers, and it's all about defense.
Feels great. Feels like an amazing accomplishment and privilege to be here.
Canada's really well. We watched them play last night. We got to watch them play a little bit today. I think they're a very good team. They hit it all over the yard. I think offense is clearly their strength, so it's going to be a good matchup.
Great. There's a lot of really great energy, lots of great ball players, and everyone's really supportive.
Based on the energy, enthusiasm, and great play, you can probably count on the ladies' border battle becoming a regular feature.
It's awesome. I think it represents a lot right now because we're the first women to do it for slow pitch. so we have a lot to do right now. I think this is one of the best teams that we've had. We have a lot of chemistry. I think that's big.
I wouldn't say I feel pressure. It's more just an honor and a great experience. I'm pretty excited.
All you can do is ask to fight as hard as you can, and sometimes the ball doesn't roll your way. So congrats to a really good Canadian team. They beat us.
In the big show, the men staged a seminar on a slugfest.
When you call that ball and just took a nap out there, what were you doing?
In a game that swayed back and forth, to and fro. But in the end, Team Canada took home the trophy. For Team USA, it was a bittersweet day, as head coach Steve Shortland announced his retirement after 9 seasons at the helm.
But it's been an absolute treat for me and a blessing, and to be honest with you, outside of my family and God, softball is my greatest love. The one thing is that I was able to ensure that these guys represented properly and that they understood the responsibility and how important it was to represent USA. And for the 9 years we've had these guys, I was able to instill that in them from day one, and they carried that the entire time they were here. I think they all understand the end game. The end game is to win and represent properly, and they all do that.
We'll have more from the coach who the players love to call Pop. We'll share that story next week on Softball 360. When Softball 360 returns, fast pitch softball the way it was meant to be played. The USA Softball men's national team will show you how. And find out what happened when USA Softball and Major League Baseball team up to get kids back in the game. The result? A great way to play ball. But first, here's Jenny Finch with today's softball scene.
One tip for being a team player would be selflessness. Playing softball, one of the greatest gifts is being a part of a team. Sisters that I never had growing up. And I'm so thankful for that opportunity. Give to others, put others before yourself, have a blast, work hard together for that one common goal. They're the best in the game, and they represent their country at the highest level. Let's take a look at the USA men's national team as they are on their quest for gold this summer.
The USA Softball men's national team began its preparation for a long summer of softball. They started with the basics: hard work, focus, and the common goal to proudly represent America on the world stage.
I like how fast the game is. I like that it's very similar to baseball, you know, same rules, bat ball game. And the big thing is the camaraderie of the team. You know, without the team, it wouldn't be worth it.
We caught up with Team USA in a region of the country that is simply one of the best for fast-pitch softball. Stevens, Pennsylvania is about an hour-and-a-half drive from Philadelphia, but it's light years away in terms of lifestyle. And for the local teams that took to the field to play Team USA, an opportunity to test their skills against the best players in the nation. Team USA pitcher Dwayne Weiler grew up playing ball on these fields. Dwayne's aware of just how fortunate he is, learning the sport in one of the fast-pitch hotspots in America.
We get a lot of people starting to play it after school, after college or high school. For me, it's a dream come true. An opportunity to play with the best in the country it's hard to put in words, really.
On the field, Team USA is well on their way, coming together, growing as a team, ready to take on the world.
I really like this ball club. I think we got a lot of interchange parts. We got power, we got speed.
One player who knows about championships is former pitcher Zane Chasen. Softball has been a life changer for Zane, and he strongly encourages young players to try out for the team.
Have a lot of the baseball guys come out and they've never seen the ball travel up. So they've never really seen the rise ball, right? Everything in baseball is down, down, down. So I think it promotes more of a challenge, especially from a hitting standpoint. Also when it comes to fielding, you're on a smaller field, you know, things are a little faster, bases are shorter, so it's just a really much faster pace in those ways.
For more on how you can be a part of Team USA and the Fast Pitch team, please log on to usasoftball.com.
As a USA Softball alum, there is no greater feeling than wearing USA across your chest. I hope that these players appreciate and enjoy and soak up every opportunity that they have to put on that uniform and represent our great country.
When we return, a combo platter as Major League Baseball and USA Softball team up to get kids back on the field to play ball. Time to show what you got, softball vets. Sign up now for a one-of-a-kind event, the Legends of the Game Home Run Derby. Some of the great sluggers from the world of slow pitch will hit for glory on Friday, September 29th at the Hall of Fame complex in Oklahoma City. If you are ready to challenge, then sign up now. For details, log on to softball360.com.
Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is brought to you by Miken Sports, elite equipment for the elite player. Dudley, the official softball of the Stadium Power Tour. And by employee-owned Long Haul Trucking. We're looking for quality drivers. Log on to longhaultrucking.com.
I'm Jenny Finch, and you're watching Softball 360, presented by USA Softball.
Oklahoma lays claim to many of baseball's greats of the game, starting with the legendary Jim Thorpe, Warren Spahn, Mickey Mantle, Johnny Bench, Joe Carter, all the way to the next generation of sports stars who currently play for the LA Dodgers AAA team in OKC. On this day at Chickasaw Ballpark, the field is full of the future of the sport. These are the young, very young, up-and-comers in baseball and softball.
Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy.
USA Softball and Major League Baseball have come together, paving the way for a new generation of athletes to experience and appreciate both baseball and softball.
This is the kickoff for Play Ball Weekend. It's really neat this year because not only do we have the 15 Major League clubs, but this also is the announcement that Minor League Baseball has joined the Play Ball Initiative. So to be in Oklahoma City as part of the Women's College Softball World Series, here at the home of the Oklahoma City Dodgers, it doesn't get any better than this.
I saw the kids having fun and doing things that I did as a kid when I was younger, and going out in the backyard and just playing. You didn't have to have an organized team, uniforms. One thing you need to do is go out and have a bat and a ball, and sometimes you had gloves, sometimes you shared gloves. It is a great event. We're very humbled to be a partner with USA Baseball and Major League Baseball, obviously. It's back to the grassroots program of our game, whether it be a baseball, softball, even kickball.
For members of Team USA, it's a great opportunity to pay it forward and share their skills and love of the game.
The kids, they just had a blast. They just came out just like, crushing the ball. It reminded me back of my childhood days going to the park with my brothers and just playing, playing ball out there and just having fun. The level we're at now, like kind of moving up, things become pressured and they become this and that, and people get all worked up, but then you look back at these kids, it's like, it's just fun.
Especially when you're young, it's hard to pick up speed, especially if you hit a double. So I try to teach them to kind of have an arch going around first so they could easily run to second without falling. Oh, I love it. It's honestly my dream is just to inspire other people and give them their dreams and help them achieve them. So that's what I intend to do.
For the lucky kids on the field, all parts of the game were covered. Base running and fielding to hard hitting. It was a one-of-a-kind opportunity, a chance to learn from some of the greats of the softball game.
I mean, they were all really good. Most of them, I only think there was a few that had never even touched a bat before, but the rest had, which was pretty awesome. So I think we're going to be good when they get older.
The Play Ball Initiative brought the kids back to the roots of the sport. At the end of the day, a new generation of players had one thing on their mind, and it was pretty basic.
That's all the time we have for today. If you have a storyline idea, reach out to me and the crew on Facebook, or we're always live at usasoftball.com and Softball 360. I always love to tell my campers, remember, dream and believe.
Please join us next week on Softball 360. USA Softball men's slow pitch national team head coach Steve Shortland looks back on 9 years as the head coach. He retired after Border Battle 9, and we sat down and went one-on-one with the coach known as Pop, legend of the game.
Besides the play on the field, I think what strikes me the most is the character of these young men that I get to lead, and what fine quality men they are. And that's the lasting impression I'll get from all this. It's bittersweet. I think the reason I'm doing it now is I've done this for 9 years. I think it's important that somebody else come in and be able to enjoy what I've enjoyed for 9 years.